I'm going to raise my hand and say my bad. And I'm going to say my bad to the great football-loving people of snowy western New York. I took the cheese in the same way I was not and still not taking that cheese that the Kansas City Chiefs can't flip a switch and win another Super Bowl while we watch them struggle in a regular season by winning in a way that makes you think they can't flip a switch. I'm not going to take that cheese, but for some reason, I saw the cheese of Stephon Diggs being a Texan and the back end of that defense being devoid of a lot of their bold-faced name guys that helped them have a Super Bowl window open with the generationally brilliant Josh Allen in his rookie contract and in the early years of his next contract. I looked at all of that and I thought to myself, this is the time where the Buffalo Bills can get got. And chose the Dolphins to win the division. I did choose the Dolphins to win the division. And did notice that we were featured in a video put out by the Buffalo Bills social media crack staff up there in Western New York. As a matter of fact, my face was the one who started it. Chris Brockman's face was prominently featured in it. Both of our voices featured in it. One of the many people in this friggin' mosh pit of sports talk that we try to stay above many phrase, saying that the Bills weren't going to win the division. And it was wrong. Not just wrong, dead wrong. I mean, absolutely way off the mark, awful wrong. As the Bills' destruction of the undermanned, now even more undermanned, due to a Christian McCaffrey injury that we're waiting to hear the bad news about, 49ers. The Bills last night, in that utter domination in the snowy conditions, clinched the AFC East for the 5th straight time. And in case anybody's wondering, it's just only week 13. They're the first team to clinch their. They weren't just going to win the division for a 5th straight time. They're the first team to clinch a division. They're the first team to print playoff tickets this year. Even the Chiefs, who are one game above them in the standings, haven't clinched their division yet. And it's the longest division title streak in Bills history. Not even the Jim Kelly era Bills did what the current Bills are doing. 7th team all time to clinch the division with 5 or more weeks remaining in the regular season. The last team to do it with the 2009 Indianapolis Colts, and 5 of the previous 6 teams to do this sort of thing by clinching their division this early. Guess what they wound up doing? Making the Super Bowl. 5 of those 6 teams, I should say, made the Super Bowl. Only one won it, the 85 Bears. That said, an MVP candidate. An MVP candidate of the first variety. And I shall say this, he is right now, in my estimation, after having anointed Jared Goff as such earlier this season, and then Lamar Jackson as such in the intervening weeks to the right now, as far as I'm concerned, now with 4 or 5 weeks ago, depending on bye weeks and how that's broken, he is the leading quarterback candidate for most valuable player. And now he's already done something that no quarterback has done after last night, which is play a game in which he threw for one, ran one in, and caught one. Giving you the highlight reel play of the night with Amari Cooper. And I guess a little hook and ladder that was just improvised. Holy crap, the Buffalo Bills are hitting people in the mouth and playing the best football in the American Football Conference at present. Couldn't have been more off. And Josh Allen knows the opportunity here. As you know, he shined off, if you will, the only their win against the Kansas City Chiefs earlier this year as saying it's just another week, because he knows, it matters to do it mostly in January. And the best way to do that, one would think, is to have the Chiefs come into their house again, even though, the Chiefs did that last year. long story short, he knows there's still road to go, but he's got to like where they're at.
It's a good feeling. This one feels a little bit different. This early in the season, we still got 5 games left. So the cool thing about it, like, you get to go out there, we get to go out there, and we get to play free, right? There's really no repercussions for what we're doing, but at the same time, we're chasing the 1 seed. We understand that, we know that, and we got to keep getting better each and every week. So, but it's going to be fun. I mean, to go out there and play free and play relaxed and play loose, I think that could be a dangerous team.
And he's just leading from that front. You know who's playing loose and fast and free is this guy. And this is supposed to be when he's supposed to have the most pressure on him because he doesn't have the help. Well, they still ran for over 200 yards on the ground last night. And you know what helps to lead the way is a guy who is now 5-0 in career games with a kickoff temp or at 30 degrees or under. Kind of crucial to have a quarterback of the Buffalo Bills not be fazed by that weather, one would think, right? He's now improved to 10-2 in home primetime games, including playoffs in his career. That's the second best win-loss record in such games since 1950. Only Steve Young's got a better one. They've got even Sean McDermott now loosening up and doing snow angels on the ground. Okay, I mean, like, it's really working in a way. I have to say, I think this is the Bills' best chance to make the Super Bowl and win it of the entire Josh Allen tenure.
Ooh, really?
Yes.
More than last year?
More than last year. I understand there's supposedly more talented rosters, but this one is a team more than any. I mean, Sean McDermott's supposed to be, puckered up half the time. He's doing snow angels now.
Oh, we wondered if he should be, kind of replaced.
It's all
last couple off seasons.
Working. They've pushed every button right, and Josh Allen's leading the way. I mean, this is how amazing it was, is that he did all of that last night, and the only knee he took this entire week was to get engaged.
Now look at you.
He took, I thought last night, well, when the blowout's on, that he's going to take 2 victory formation knees this week, and the only one he did was to Haley Steinfeld.
That's true grit right there.
I mean, I'm just telling you.
Thank you, TJ,
well done.
for getting that.
I mean, you could say the Bills' season is going pitch perfect.
Oh.
Okay.
Can I throw something in about these Bills, Rich?
Oh, I thought you were going to do a third one. I thought you were going to do a third one.
Yes, TJ.
I don't know if you guys know the answer to this. They've clinched the division.
Yes.
They haven't played the Patriots yet.
Oh, please. And they got a Jets one more time.
What I'm saying is, how often does that happen, that a team clinches their own division and hasn't played every team in the division?
Well, you got to have help as to how bad the rest of the division is, and
spoiler alert, they're going to beat the Patriots
twice, and they got the Jets. Their other 2 games, though, are on the road coming up next, and they're in domes at the Rams at Detroit. So, and that's the good news for the Bills here, is they have some very winnable games. And good news for us is it sure looks like we're going to get a potential Super Bowl preview when they go visit Detroit.
Also, good news for Chris and Mike. They get to go watch Josh Allen play football.
And plus, and guess what? Guess what?
Because they won't sell their tickets.
Guess what, guys? On top of it, though, the reason why I'm feeling good about the Bills here as well is in the past, the snowstorm happens and they got to go to Detroit to play a home game, right? Mm-hmm. All this stuff that's been happening around this team. Now the stuff happening around the team is is the snow helps them, and they're happy to be in the snow at home, and their rock star figurative quarterback is engaged secretly to a actress / pop star. We don't even know about it. And the supposedly tight-ass coach is doing snow angels. I mean, it's all working. DeMar Hamlin is, playing some terrific football on the back end. I mean, everything that was supposedly, a shock to their system is now invigorating their system. Mm-hmm. That's why I think it's their best shot to make the Super Bowl and win it, of the entire Josh Allen era. And I didn't see it coming, and my bad. Mea culpa. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku Channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.